So if for some reason your dirt bike isn't starting or it's hard to start, kind of like mine, these are some troubleshooting things you can do that might help you. First, make sure the fuel is set to on and the choke is on before you try and start it. Also, make sure that your dirt bike is in neutral before you try and start it. To see if it's in neutral, just roll it. If it'll roll by itself like that, that means it's in neutral. If it won't roll anywhere, that means you have to shift down to neutral. Another thing you can try is make sure your spark plug still works, or if there's any dirt in there and stuff, you might want to clean that out. You could replace a spark plug or try cleaning the tip off to see if there's too much soot on it that might prevent a spark from happening. You don't want to rub it too hard because you don't want to bend that down or up too much. So when you put this back on, make sure it's tightly on there, just like that. Other thing you might want to check is this button. Make sure it still works and make sure it's still connected down here. If you follow this wire all the way down, there should be a place where the button connects right here. Just make sure that's attached and it didn't come loose or anything. Also, if your starting lever is really easy to move, like there's no compression in the engine, you may have to see if your clutch is stuck. Sometimes I get stuck like right here, open, and right down here. Like this should be all the way down to make it harder. So now you have more compression. Sometimes that can happen. Also, you could check your fuel. If it's kind of old, you might want to try changing it out. Sometimes old fuel can make it harder to start. And if none of the things I said previously worked, you can also try to use a heat gun to warm up the engine. Only the parts that are supposed to get hot, like the exhaust or this. You want to avoid anything that's plastic, like the spark plug there. Only the things that are supposed to get hot. Doing this sometimes helps the engine start easier because it's warmed up. And after you've gotten the engine pretty hot or warm, you can see if that will make it easier to start for you.